Good morning. It is officially electromagnetic Leo season, and I say that because electromagnetically, um, phones follow the cycles of the moon, so it goes day by day by day, and it's similar to like a clock, and it follows the Gregorian calendar, which is 365 days a year, and then it goes by the moon cycles. But yeah, and I still feel like these videos are therapeutic for me, so I am a lot to kind of like process. There's still a lot of processing going on from the shit show of like, for me personally, this last week, and just cancer season in general being so sloppy. Just like I'm not a big fan of water signs really. Not that I hate them. It's just there's like no emotional regulation, and emotion is a very huge. Emotion is just energy in motion, and our entire like society pays absolutely no attention to emotions. For most men, even women, gives them no respect, and then you wonder why you have like this confusion going on with just other people, as well as even their own gender or whatever, or even how children are birthed into the world. It's fucking nuts. It's terrible. And to get on to that, like, aside from what's actually going on in the world, I had to consciously like acknowledge and ultimately make this ultimate decision with in regards to society, because it's I don't know how to explain it. Um, it's like being aware of how bad things are, and then also being aware of how programmed, like neurologically, your brain is, and you have to constantly catch yourself and be like, no, that's old programming. No, that's what society wants you. No, this is fake. This is bullshit. No, like it's a constant thing, and we have to survive in this society. So, and it's also set up for you to lose every fucking thing. It like so it if I wrote things down because I'm like, okay, I don't want to forget this. So if I were to make the point to just live in truth and hold people to the truth, talk to them directly. This is the biggest problem that I've had my entire life, is when I actually stand in truth, as well as like and talk to somebody, and they actually express themselves, express their truth, and then we try and hold a conversation, or even that doesn't even happen most of the time. Even recently, like it seems like they just a lot of people just completely wipes everybody out. It's like they have no energy to actually hold that hold that line, hold the line of actual truth of what's going on, being in physical reality, being grounded, speaking your voice, speaking about yourself as an individual. That's the other thing. A lot of people are having an identity crisis. An identity crisis, as in, like, they thought they were one person their entire life, and then they realized that, oh, that was built on a house of cards. And now they have no idea who they were, because they've completely thrown all their time, energy, and thoughts into this mask of a person, this personality, even though it's like a false personality, their entire life. And now and it was built off of societal programming, and now they have no idea who they are or what they're capable of. And then they're like, oh, I guess I'm this. No, and it's okay not to know. It's okay if you're in that process. However, when people will run into people like me, and I tell you who I am. I show you who I am. I express my thoughts as an individual. I try not to judge anybody. If I do, God forbid, God forbid it. Because I'm technically not in a position to judge. Only you is in a position to judge yourself. Your higher self is the one who judges you. I do not do that. And um I'm a very empathetic person, but I'm also very, 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 very hurt. And I have, like, there's things that I've had to do to be like, oh, okay, I have to set boundaries and be like, no, like, you're not going to hurt me. You're not going to take advantage of my kindness or judge my kindness as weakness so that now you can penetrate your alternate agenda that's going on. That's another thing that's happened this recently, where even my own family members, my own brother-in-law, yeah, I hope you're watching this, is like, how this is during COVID too, and a lot of times people will just build up this story in their head their entire life, and then all of a sudden when it comes to like actually looking at reality, they just they're like, no, this doesn't fit thing, even though it's complete, like, there's a B here, but their reality doesn't include that there's like a B here. They're just like, okay, whatever, they just push it off, even though that bee is very capable to sting you, and you're actually in its territory. So that was just like a hyperbole, or like just a metaphor. But so let me just ask this question. It's like, so a few years ago I had car trouble, and I had somebody help me with it. And it was kind of to the point where I had to either figure this out, or somehow I couldn't get done what I was going to get done. And who I consider my brother, helped me with it. And that was it. Like, and I was very, very grateful. And he was glad that he helped me with it. Now, years later, all of a sudden, because there's a confliction point in between some other topic, all of a sudden now he's gonna bring that up, like, oh, I still think you owe me for helping you that one time with your vehicle. How the fuck is that even actually helping or caring for someone, when actually your whole agenda this entire time was, I'm going to hold this against this person in the future because I helped them? That's not helping. That's not caring. And that's not love. It's really disturbing, actually. When I help somebody, I always know, I never expect anything in return. Unless I be like, okay, if I help you, I communicate, like, hey, if I help you here in the future, can you help me with this? It's never going to be that person's in trouble and I'm like, yeah, this person, they're gonna owe me in the future. Like, the fuck? Yes, hopefully if I help somebody, hopefully somehow karma will come and it will be repaid to me. It doesn't have to be through that person, but just because I was a good person, I did a good thing, somebody will help me in the future. But no, I'm never gonna hold that person to, when they're at their fucking lowest, to be like, yeah, you owe me. And then call them up in the future, or text them in the future and be like, actually, I still think you owe me for this fucking, like, how petty is that? It's fucking disgusting. I'm really pissed about it because, a lot of these people, a lot of my own family members, who who I actually love and somehow, unfortunately, attached to, can do this to me. And I'm not playing victim, I'm just saying, like, it's not even me. It's like, you wouldn't actually fucking do this to another person. It doesn't have to be me. You don't do that to people. You don't do that to people you love. If people wanted to actually have a relationship with me, which I figured they don't want to do because none of them communicate with me. They're too afraid. They don't want to look at themselves because they know I'm finding this out. A lot of people know now that I hold you when you approach and conversate with me, you have to come correct. And what that means is that you actually have to be in your physical, cognitive, aware, heart-based, intelligent alignment, which means when I talk to you, I don't have to worry about your fucking demons that you haven't fucking dealt with cropping up and getting all fucking angry about it, and you don't even know who the fuck you are in your own fucking body. Enough of that. So I've come to this conclusion. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is the point of even actually living in the bullshit live society when it's just completely set up for me to lose? It's a lose-lose situation my entire life. The entire infrastructure here in the United States, not America, not the law of the land, but the United States specifically as a corporation. It's all set up for people to lose. It is. Especially even my parents. They didn't fucking care. They're just like, yeah, here, give them to the state. Birth them into this birth certificate system. The state now controls their trust and everything involved. Their money, their financial, and also when they try to claim Social Security or whatever, they can't access it because it's going to be fucking gone. And then even when they do claim it, the inflation prices, it's going to be like, it's claiming zero. You're claiming nothing. And then also on top of that, I have jury duty. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, so that's just another thing. So yeah, it's like, I can feel like it's a very adrenalized energy right now. People say it's full moon in Capricorn last night, but actually this morning where I am located on the planet, it's full moon in Aquarius, and it rose this morning at 6:30 a.m. So tonight it's actually going to be full moon in Aquarius. So I'm going to be looking for that clarity. And I'll kind of end it on this, is like, I'm talking to these people on the comment section on some of these about people commenting about Trump saying bring back our hostages, and I'm like, you guys don't even you guys don't even know the names, the numbers, where they're located, and if Hamas is actually holding hostages. You don't even have that information. He doesn't even have that information. And I'm like, you have the fucking audacity to say, bring back our hostages that you don't even know about, but you won't say a goddamn thing about American taxpayer dollars funding Israel to genocide over 200,000 killed, maim, murder, innocent Palestinians since October 2023. Antichrist is real, and you people are you go be in your cult that is, you guys apparently are Christian people, but you can't even understand or have any sort of intelligence or empathy for any other human being that isn't a part of your cult group, whether it's the Democrats or the Republicans, Trump specifically and Biden specifically. It's already 14 minutes, so this is a little update, and God save everyone's souls. What would Jesus do? That's all I'm going to ask for right now. Jesus would help people. Jesus would tell you the truth. So, what do you want to live in your lie, or you want to live in the truth?